Oh man, I forgot to start the stream. Okay, the stream is started now. I've been streaming on Twitch for like a bit already, but I've just been doing ear training. I guess I'll redo the intro, because the intro was more meant for YouTube anyway. Yeah, Lumi Pakkanen is coming back later at 1 a.m. What's up, JP? How you doing? And we'll be talking about Xenpaper 2. I thought I was streaming already. I mean, I was sitting here. I was on Twitch. But yes, I was not connected to YouTube, so sorry. Not that, I mean, all I did was ear training, though. So not a lot of people are going to miss that. But yeah, Lumi will be here in about 2 hours. We're going to be talking about Xenpaper 2. In the meantime, we're going to be looking at some synths and stuff. I was looking at Terrell from Yuhi the last couple days, and Terrell is really cool. It's a really cool synth. So there's some other free Yuhi synths. Someone said they like Triple Cheese, so I downloaded Triple Cheese. I did look at it for a couple minutes earlier today, but it kind of seemed like it's for babies or something. But I barely messed with it, so we'll find out. And then maybe we'll check out some other free Yuhi synths. It seems like Urs, the Yuhi guy, has gone and like updated a lot of his free stuff with MTS ESP compatibility within the last couple of years, which is really cool. So yeah, because Yuhi makes great stuff. Alright. My room looks more professional. Thank you. I don't know why. It's the same exact room. In fact, it's probably dirtier than before, but dirtier and dingier. Anyway, all right. Well, I did enough ear training. I think I was doing terribly, so probably a good thing I wasn't live. Anyway, here's Triple Cheese, and it's tuned up to 22 EDO right now. See, I haven't messed with this yet. There's a manual, all that. We'll look at the manual, but first I just kind of want to mess around and see. So when you start it up, it sounds like this, which does not sound great, to be honest. And yeah, so it looks really simple. So we have 3 oscillators, and they're all comb filter oscillators. And it looks like they all default to the same thing. They're all pluck style. So we have pluck, saw pluck, square pluck, bowed, blown, noise, DC, and crackle. So let's try out some of these. Sounds nice. Square pluck. Bowed, pluck. I mean, I just bowed. Ooh. Air tech. What's the point in this thing? I guess you can add this to a... Oh wait, and then the second oscillator gives you different options. Gives you a resonator. Oh, I see. So you can put the DC into the resonator. or the noise, or whatever. Okay, I see. Or the crackle. So you have a resonator, a damp. I don't know how the damp works, and a stressor. So I don't know how all that works. I'll maybe have to read up on that. Didn't you have a piano in the middle of your room before? I still do. It's in the same spot. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's behind me. The Lumitone is right behind it, or in front of it, depending on your orientation, I guess. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. I'm curious what this stuff means. And then the third one has the same options as the second. As the second one. So some different settings for the envelopes. Some LFOs, a vibrato. Oh, we have an effects panel. Okay, VCA, amp, envelope 1 or 2, or gate. And the pan you can modulate. The volume you can modulate. Okay, there's not, it doesn't seem like there's a... Okay, you can modulate these two. So it seems like this you could set up. So I'm assuming, yeah, that one's hardwired to envelope to the VCA, and so is this. So I don't know if you can put the second envelope so the volume's down and I put the second envelope. It still goes through the first envelope, but it's controlled by the second envelope first, I guess, or whatever. Also, I guess. So if this... So this could have like... So the crackle could resonate this, I guess. Or the DC could. So I guess the noise, the DC, and the crackle give you like different, basically like physical modeling options. So if you do the DC into the resonator, you get a really clean, like saw wave, I guess. Let's actually look at the waveform in Melda's oscilloscope, because we can turn that one up. It's a little easier to analyze than it is. That's maybe the one thing I don't like about mini meters is the oscilloscope is like not always the most informative. So yeah, we get like a squarish kind of a square wave. Okay. A little kind of a comey square wave. Very clean sounding. So I'm curious if we adjust the tone. So you can't adjust the tone on the DC impulse. Or even the tuning. If we turn up the tone on the resonator, it just seems to get louder. And the damp feels like a spectral decay with this. But I'm curious, if we go back to the boat or something. Yeah, this feels really similar to the spectral decay knob in Zebra 3. Because even on the boat, even though the VCA why is it cutting out like that? I feel like it should be sustaining the notes because they're just being held out. So why is it not sustaining them? Like normally an ADSR has an attack. Wait, how does the ADSR work? Yeah, it's like attack, It's the amount of time it takes to get to the as loud as it's going to be, and then it gets quieter, and then it sustains at some level until the note is released, and then there's a release. Oh, this fall rise button, that's probably what it is. Okay, this fall rise thing is weird. So if this is down, after the sustain phase, there is a fall phase where it goes to 0. So if you don't want that, this has to be at 0. I know this because this is in Tarell too. And then there's a rise, so if you put it here after the decay phase, it's just going to max out. So this like replaces the sustain. I don't really understand the point of this. I think it's just to give a more complicated envelope. I can't remember. I think what happens is it does sustain for a brief period. Well, it decays to the sustain level, and then I think this knob determines how quickly it... So basically, if the rise is positive, after it hits the sustain level, it rises to maximum at some rate, which is determined by this. So if this is positive, you get like you don't get a real release. You get it just like completely opens up. So it would like fall. Let's do it longer tone so we can hear it. So if we put the sustain really low, yeah, I think this will be kind of obvious. So it's going to get quiet, and then it's going to get loud. So it's a funny envelope, but it allows you to do certain things you can't do with a typical ADSR. But yeah, if this is adjusted at all, it's gonna behave in that kind of funny way. And then I believe if it rises, it should have a release still. And it does. But if it falls, it's going to be in the fall phase until the MIDI event is over, and then it's going to switch to the release phase, or the fall phase completely replaces the release phase. I'm not sure which one it is. Okay, so that happened too fast. Let's set this slowly. Let's try like this. So let's do like a really fast release. Okay, so it goes into the fall phase for the duration of the MIDI trigger, and once the MIDI is done, it switches over to the release phase. So regardless of this knob, you have a release phase. But yeah, so this knob can give you like a 2-speed decay, and then like a second release phase. So you can do some kind of sophisticated envelopes with this. It just gives you one more ramp, and you can go. But the thing is that it ramps to either maximum or silence. But depending on the length of your MIDI note or whatever, it's not, and the rate of change, like it's not necessarily going to max out. It all depends on how long your MIDI notes are. So it could rise just a tiny bit slowly, and then you could still have a distinct release phase that's different. Blah blah blah. So yeah, you can get some sort of sophisticated shapes that normally you would need to use like an MSEG, or like an MSEG 4 basically. Okay, so that's interesting, and that explains why this was acting weird. Okay, now what? So mode, poly, mono, legato. So is this polyphonic? Okay, it is. Alright. So let's go back to this thing with the resonator. So yeah, giving the resonator kind of a separate envelope. I think the way this needs to work actually is like this. So the DC impulse is always going to be the same length, I think. Yeah, it's always just going to be an impulse. So this doesn't need a separate envelope at all. So if you use the DC, it's really straightforward. So you can put the DC into the resonator. It's going to give you that little click, a little impulse. So you can pan it, which is sort of interesting. And that pans the whole signal. I guess you can put vibrato on it. I don't know that this is doing anything though. Probably not. It says you can detune it. Okay, I think basically when it's in DC mode, none of the knobs do anything except for the pan and the volume. So since the volume does do something, it's a short impulse, but you could shape it Very slightly. Could shape it very slightly. You can do some very subtle adjustment to the attack. I have 2 notes here. Why am I hearing 2 notes? So interestingly, if I detune the resonator, I hear 2 notes. So the tone just seems to be killing the volume. Let's try different Where's the global volume? So there's a global volume, a VCA volume, and all of the oscillators have their own gain. So from one oscillator to the end, you have 3 volume controls. Oh, plus the sustain, if you want to count that from the envelope. What are these different ADSRs? I'll have to open up the manual for that. I mean, the H, I imagine, is a hold. Probably can't hear that in these like plucky sounds. But I'll put the regular up. Let's just mess with this a little bit first. So does the noise have a tone? I don't think so. But you can damp the noise. That probably changes the sound. So it's a little sharper. It's a little more muffled. So that'd be a nice one to put velocity on. Of course, you can pan this as well. What about the vibrato? Does the vibrato do anything to the noise? I don't think so. I'm not hearing it. So I don't think the vibrato does anything to the noise. It's kind of a cool sound. Nice. What do low notes sound like with this sound? Kind of hard to hear. Alright, they don't sound very good. Little... little hard to hear. They sound cool though. I like these, like this physically modeled stuff. Alright, let's see what the crackle does. So this is more, so the other one is more like a... like chimey, I guess. And this one's a little more like electric piano. Kinda. This one has a tone knob. It's actually, let's listen to the crackle for a second. So if you max out the tone, it completely kills it. So the tone knob on the crackle is just like how much crackle there is. Kind of like density. I'm curious to see how that influences the tone. Why did it stop? Oh, because if you max out the tone, it kills the signal. So you get very little as you approach 100. And then on the other end, you get a lot louder, I guess richer signals. Although they don't really seem that much richer. This actually feels louder here. So I wonder how the damp and the tone interact. So the damp seems to give it more seems to respond more to these pitches. Maybe it's that. So the damp kills some of the high frequencies. It doesn't take them out, but it reduces their volume. So if the tone is high, the signal's less dense, and when the damp is up, the high frequency part of the noise is quieter. So if we turn this back down, turn this back on, we get slightly sharper tones with the damp, just like we did with the noise. So it works the exact same as the noise. Feels kind of subtle here. A little more apparent when there's more density to the crackle. I don't think the vibrato affects the crackle either. If it does, it's like indecipherable. Okay, let's see resonator. Then we have a damp. and a stressor. Whoa. So the stressor makes a sound too. The stressor needs an activator. That's cool. It's kind of neat. Sort of brass-like. Interesting. This one gets really loud. What's up, Davey? Try the DC with this stressor. Doesn't seem to be enough. It needs the crackle. Now I'm curious if we put the damp on here, because this is sort of an aggravating sound. How does the damp work? So the stressor gives you some interesting tones, but they're a little more abrasive. Is this a Primus themed synth? No, that would be a bass. Oh, truly. A bass would be a Primus themed synth. Man, this one's weird. I gotta read the manual on this, because the damp on this one is almost like... I guess it's kind of the same as the other ones, but... That one sounds cool with vibrato. You're confused because his drummer sometimes is Brain, but his name is Brian. It's all Brian to me. That is confusing. Geddy Lee's a cool guy. I once saw him twice, but I also saw Primus play the best Rush album all the way through as well. Oh, that's cool. You're reading Geddy Lee's book? Nice, how's that? Was it Geddy Lee? I don't think it was him. Somebody's like, maybe it was Neil Peart, actually. Somebody's like family died in a car wreck. I want to say it was Neil Peart, and he like just got on his bike and drove all around the country on his bike to like get over the pain of losing his family in a car accident, and he wrote a book and he talked about it. Yeah, he died. I can't remember how he died, but I think it was just something natural. Although I guess he was sort of young. Brain cancer. Oh, that's kind of unnatural, actually. That's an unfortunate disease. But, I don't know. I feel like once you're 60, I mean, nobody wants to go that young, but once you're 60, no one bats an eye. You go, you go. Shit, maybe 50. I'm getting pretty, maybe 40. I'm almost 40, man. I feel like past a certain age, nobody's like, they're like, he had a life. He lived. He made it through his best years, childhood. You make it past 15. What else is that? What's after that? It's basically downhill from there. The bigger your drum set is, the more Brian tumors you get. It checks out. Okay, what's interesting is when you lower the tone. Oh. Huh, so below like 25 it doesn't do it. Just at that level, I guess. What's interesting about this is it seems like when you do the detune, at least on these physical modeling style oscillators, it gives you two tones. At least. Because yeah, that feels like a chord. It feels like maybe technically like a microtonal chord, but it's sort of clustering around two tones. Yeah, the detune is really interesting. I feel like it's more complicated than a simple detune. And when I was looking at this before work, I was kind of thinking like, oh, this seems like a baby synth, but actually, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. Because I didn't realize it. Like the physical modeling stuff is really interesting. It's got this damp thing. I have no idea how this works. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to actually looking at the manual. Because it's got some weird envelopes. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at these effects. It's got chorus, flanger, phaser, three types of delay, and a reverb. Okay, that's cool. I'll definitely have to check out some of these. The volume discrepancies are kind of nuts. So some of these are so quiet. Some of them are so loud. Okay, let's initialize this. I kind of skipped over these. We have the pluck, the soft pluck, the square pluck. Now what do we have in here? The same things, right? So the first 5 are the same in all of these. Pluck, saw pluck, square pluck, bowed, and blown. So let's check these out. So the pluck sounds a little annoying at first. Okay, now it's working like a regular detune. So if you had 2 plucks, you could tune them away from each other. And there's also a... So basically the detune on the pluck oscillators is a fine tune. But on some of these, on the resonator and the stressor, they're like something else. I'm not really sure. It's almost like a changing the comb filtering or something. So here these are those are pretty boring there. Okay. And then tone on this is actually, so on the noise and the crackle, the tone, it doesn't have the tone on the noise. But on the crackle, the tone is a density. And there is no tone on the noise. Okay. But on the pluck, the tone works more how you'd expect. If the tone is down, it's more muffled, and if the tone is up, it's a little brighter. And then the damp works the same as it seems to pretty much always work, which is where it's basically reducing the amplitudes of the... Well, no, this one works like the spectral decay thing in Zebra 3. So it makes the higher frequencies decay faster than the lower frequencies. So that's the same as the Spectral Decay in Zebra 3, just you can't customize the shape of it. Rush plus Primus would be a really cool show. Did you guys know apparently Rush has a guitar player who's pretty good, but nobody ever heard of him? Alex Lifeson. I mean, yeah, Rush is an interesting band because it's not like a guitar. It's like the guitar matters a lot. The guitarist is amazing, but the bassist is kind of the leader, and the musician's musician is the drummer. So yeah, it's kind of a weird band because the guitarist is the least famous member, but he's sick. I mean, proggers fucking love Alex Lifeson. I mean, he's a big deal. Primus got booed at that show. Rush fans are nasty. Surprised they accepted Annika. Oh, is Rush still playing? Primus sucks is what Primus fans usually say. Yeah, they do. It's an inside joke at Primus shows. Weird. No, yeah, they all say Primus. Dude, I saw Primus in Atlanta when I was like 19, and we were like up front, and that was a huge mistake. Cause like they don't mosh, but the crowd is too fucking rowdy, man. They like everyone like pushes up towards the stage, and they all start jumping like in unison. And it was me and my old friend who is a fantastic bassist and like worships Les Claypool, and a lady friend of ours, and me and the girl were like hating it. And so like my friend, the bassist dude, he was like he was protective over the girl, and he was like shoving all the dudes behind us and like got like super aggro so to clear a path so we could get back like out of the crowd. That shit was fucking nuts, man. I fucking hated it, man. Like it was hard to breathe. I don't know why people like that kind of shit. Like everyone was like pushing and like jump, like I had no control over my body. I was literally like being squeezed by this mass, and like they were jumping, I was just being lifted in the air by the other bodies. It was so fucking stupid, man. The pit is so fun during race. Jerry was a race car driver. I'm too like small and scared for that kind of shit, man. I don't think that's fun. I fucking hated it. But it was a good show once I was like sufficiently far away. Alright. Okay, the pluck is whatever. Okay, well here's the thing though, the pluck is kind of lame, but the pluck could also be a trigger for the resonator. And I don't know, pluck's still kind of lame. Let's try some low pitched plucks. Let's try to find a good spot for the pluck. Oh, that's interesting actually. So the pluck is it's a lot richer than I noticed before. Like in the lower frequencies, you can tell. So when it's up higher, it feels kind of. Or maybe I just took all the richness out of it somehow. Probably. Could you get a cool bass out of this? Maybe. Okay, unfortunately I have no... Oh, really? This one doesn't go lower than C0, but it's tuned to 22 EDO. So if you're in a different tuning, does it always blank at C0 regardless? Yeah. Okay. So it just won't read MIDI lower than C0 for some reason. What? Gonna see Tangerine Dream on July 20 or 31st. The Pit is so fun during Jerry the Race Car Driver. Pretty small too. I love dodging everybody like a ninja. You're braver than I am, man. I'm a fucking pussy, honestly. Actually say Neil Peart is the least genius member of Rush, but non-musicians love him because a huge kit and drums are easier to follow than strings. Oh, you think so? Maybe so. I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take, but I love Rush. Wouldn't be into weird music at all without Rush as a young lad, so I say affectionately. Drums really set the feel for a whole band, even with everyone else being amazing. It's hard to sound great with a drummer who is just okay or doesn't have great feel. The drums are like everything. I'm like super picky with drummers. I'm way less picky with bassists. I feel like I want the opposite things out of a drummer and a bassist. A drummer, I don't mind if they're like kind of creative and off the wall, as long as they have like a good feel and they can play and they can kind of follow because they help like structure everything out. Like they have to know what's going on, like they have to know where you're at in the song, because they basically control the dynamics because they overwhelm the dynamics. And then like a I don't know, actually. Maybe I just... I don't know, I feel like the bass is never needs to be that complicated. Like, I feel like I need like a monster drummer, but I don't need a monster bassist. I just need a solid bassist. It's really hard to direct a band as a bass player, although some can, like Snarky Puppy and Adam Neely. However, they need very trustworthy drummers to do it. That's almost, but it's like Snarky Puppy is such a cool group because it's so big. I mean, that guy's not, I mean, him playing bass is such a small part of what he does. Like, he doesn't direct the band because he's a bassist. He directs it because he just, I don't know, he's like arranging everything, and he does like most of the composing, and he's a band leader. And when you have a group of that size, like, you need someone organizing everything, and that's what he does. But he also writes most of the music, so like you need writers. So I mean, yeah, his directing, I think, is a result of his composing. And I mean, obviously you have to have great like people skills and stuff too to do that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, what's his name, Michael League or whatever. He's a very good bassist, but yeah, he's not like he's not even like a Adam Neely in terms of like, I don't even know that guy's chops. Like, he's just fucking solid as far as I can tell. But yeah, he writes amazing music. And I don't know, he's just got that, he's a great band leader. I mean, you can tell he just like lets people kind of go off, and he knows where like the different musicians he's working with can shine and stuff, and he sets it up so that can happen. What I'm saying is drummers and guitarists can sort of direct dynamics through their playing alone a lot of the time. Oh yeah. No, yeah, you kind of have to like make sure that if you're not playing those instruments, you gotta make sure everybody else is doing what they're supposed to do. Man, I haven't had a band in so long. In my last couple projects, I was very much like doing like band directing. It wasn't anything close to the scope of like Snarky Puppy. I just played with 3, 4, 5, 6 people at a time. But yeah, I was definitely doing a lot of just like doing less like trying to get my voice out there, like play the sickest keyboard solo, and doing a lot more just like figuring out the whole thing. making sure the whole thing was sounding right. Bass you can't really control in the moment, dynamics and energy very easily. You have to communicate ahead for that stuff as a bassist. Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a hard, that for me anyway, that's a hard thing about playing in a group is like learning how to like communicate important stuff like that. It's easier when like the roles are kind of understood ahead of time. Like if you put out an ad and you're like, I'm trying to do these songs, and you have the songs already, then people kind of know what they're kind of already looking at you as like the director, basically. But if you're just like jamming with your friends and you just jam with the same musicians over and over again, there may come a point where you're like, oh, I really want to do something differently, and then you kind of have to learn. At least I had to kind of had to learn how to like communicate with them without like trying to piss people off. Which yeah, could be very difficult. Because the thing is when we play in a group with all your friends, and it's just organic. Like people don't talk about any of that. People don't talk that much. They just kind of do. Things just kind of happen. And yeah, a bunch of dudes with a bunch of musician dudes with fucking really sensitive egos, and that shit can be tricky. What happens if we boost this way up? Okay. Whatever. Let's do something else. I want to see what the damp does. So let's try the saw, or let's stick with the pluck for a second. And let's see what the damp does. I'm out of MIDI. Jeez, man. That's, oh, there's two on here? Okay, let's see what the damp does. So you can vibrato the damp. So the tune does something. It's kind of hard to say what, though. Oh, I can hear that. It's just the volume changes are so much, man. Dude, physical modeling stuff is cool. It's cool that this is like a free synth. It makes me wonder though, like what is there like a really like deep physical modeling amp or a synth that you can just do like crazy physical modeling stuff with? I'd be really curious because I don't have like a dedicated physical modeling synthesizer. I don't know that they make those. I mean, I'm sure they do, but I know they make. I mean, like Piano Tech is physical modeling, but it's not like a playground for messing with physical modeling in a general sense. It's just it sounds like a piano. But yeah, I wonder if there's like sort of this style, like resonator chains and stuff like that, comb filtering and all that. Oh, what? It's really loud now. So the damp on the damp is like a volume? It kind of feels like the tone knob is like a low pass filter and the damp knob is like a high pass filter. In the damp thing. I need to let my dog out. I should probably eat a snack too before Lumi gets here. We'll check out some tunes.
Ready? Here
I'll
we
be
go.
right back.
Okay, first day, PV and J. Drop off, Kristoff, lunchbox, mom rocks, math test, recess, new friend fun. Backpack, quick snack, I'm back done. Give a little Sara Lee love. I've got this.
Protect your family's dreams.
What a shot!
Under the American Family Insurance roof.
beautiful. Paris, London, we took it. We both took it all. I'm here with Jenny, mountains and stones and I.
Honesty has always been our policy, but the choir's new.
School is back, and Dick's has the latest styles and hottest trends. Like Retro Run, Clean Court Classics, and new favorites to win your year. Plus, finish your list with backpacks and water bottles. It's never been easier to sport your style.
So before I go on, I just want to say hi. Thank you for watching and listening. I'm playing some songs from a record called Other Worlds, which is a record that's only on my Bandcamp, and it's originally just for guitar and voice. But for this, I thought it'd be really nice to expand it, and what would Otherworld look like if there was Bebe on percussion and Kat on cello, who are both amazing. Round of applause for them. This next one's
Man, what the hell is she saying, dude? Speak English now. Now, speak American. Just kidding. Okay. Alright, Lumi will be here in half an hour, I'm assuming. I think so. Okay. What were we doing? Triple Cheese. Checking out the synth. This is a free synth from Yuhi. And it's micro-tunable. So yeah, I think this is a low pass and this is a high pass. Something like that. So that's when this is on damp. Which I guess is nice because there's no filter on here. Yeah, there's no filters. It's LFO. So the damp is basically a filter. I think when you pan this, it pans the whole signal instead of just filtering the left or the right. And you can put vibrato on the damp. And this, I think, just kind of shifts the filter over higher and lower. So it seems like regardless it cuts some of the signal. So if you have the damp on, it's automatically quieter. Especially seems to cut out some of the high. frequency stuff. I think it's basically like kind of like a band pass, and then these kind of shape it to be. There's like an extra. It's like more low passy, and then more high passy, or yeah. Which is your favorite Guns N' Roses live performance with Buckethead? I don't think I've seen any of them, so I guess I like them all equally. They're all my favorite. Okay, so the damp pairs well with this rich fucking pluck, because the pluck is pretty intense. Like, it has its own damp thing, but the damp thing here, like, changes the envelope. So if you don't want to change the envelope as much, like you want a more sustained tone, but you don't want this freaking stabbing you in the brain, turn on this damp here. You can sculpt the tone a little bit. Okay, nice. Let's play with a couple of the effects. I know it's kind of, haven't even looked at half of these oscillators yet, but nice. You know what? The reverb makes the pluck sound a lot nicer. Cool. Dude, for an onboard reverb, holy moly. That, and on a free synth, that is nice. Dude, I want that reverb. So, one thing I'm noticing, this is playing the same chord every time, but it sounds different when it gets struck. So some of the resonance So some of the tonality is actually like random or like on some kind of like shifting thing. Because it's literally playing the same thing over and over again. But it's emphasizing different harmonics every time. Is that because of the reverb? No, it's not the reverb, although I think it's less obvious without the reverb. I think the reverb is dragging out some of those higher harmonics, so it's just a little more clear that that's happening. But yeah, every time this pluck goes off, it's got a slightly different, like, timbral character. I mean, it's overall sounds the same, but there's some kind of like randomness in what harmonics get emphasized. Yeah, it's really obvious with the reverb on, because they kind of just... You can hear it's like... It's kind of singing a little melody. Pretty typical on analog style synths to have free running oscillators, so the wave is at different positions when you trigger the envelope. Yeah, that might explain it, yeah. I mean, there is without a doubt some kind of randomness in the tone, which is awesome. That makes it just way more organic. Okay, let's check out the other effects. So we have a chorus. Okay. Maybe these sound better with this saw pluck. Let's come back to the effects. I haven't even looked at this saw pluck. So let's initialize. Let's go to the saw pluck. Okay. So this is a really interesting saw. This is a very interesting synth, actually. Like, what other synth does whatever the hell this is? This is like a comb generated saw. You can kind of hear it too. You kind of hear the combiness of it. It's really subtle, but... So if you turn the tone down, you get a sine wave. That's a sign. Not really buzzy saw, I guess. Okay, I mean, interesting. So, what does it sound like when you play chords? So the damp is like, I think, exactly the same as the spectral decay on Zebra 3, because once the sound is initiated, you like can't undo it. Oh, I guess you kind of can. But yeah, like if in the attack and then you undamp it, it does not like open up the top again. It's not like a filter. It's like a spectral envelope. So if you're to modulate this, like clockwise to counterclockwise is not really going to work, but you could modulate counterclockwise to clockwise. There's an easier way to say that. You can modulate clockwise, but not counterclockwise. Although it does make it a little louder for some reason. So I guess that's something. Okay, that sounds cool though. And then if we go back to our effects, so you can't modify the tone in real time either. So the tone it only has an effect during the attack. So you might want to put an LFO on this, it's only going to make a difference during the attack. It's not going to give you like a continuous shaping. I mean, we could try it, but it's not going to do anything. Yeah, so it doesn't like change it the whole time. It just at the point of just right when the note plays. All right. But like the detune, the tune, the vibrato, volume, pan, everything else you can adjust in real time. I mean, not that these aren't in real time, but they only affect the whole sound, anyway. I don't know how to say that, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I hope. She's a little faster. Delay 3 is like a polyrhythm kind of thing. Alright, interesting. Okay, so let's listen to these other oscillators, because I don't know what these sound like. Let's initialize. So the saw plug is pretty cool. It's like a saw. It's like a pluck. I mean, I guess you could also use this to ping a resonator. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that. So I guess I have to choose one of these first. Whatever. Who cares? Let's just check out these other ones. So we have the square pluck. So you can hear it's less harmonically rich. So I guess this is just the odd harmonics or whatever. Crazy. This sounds like a big, beautiful chord. This sounds like a less beautiful chord. Interesting. So the saw and the square are the same when the tone is all the way down. They're both just sine waves. Interestingly, I feel like even though the saw is a richer timbre, the square feels like stronger and like a little more present within the when the tone knob is down. Alright, cool. And there is this bode. Ah! Okay, so the damp knob seems different for the bode oscillator. So I think, like with a lot of Yuhi stuff, the knobs names don't change, but they have like different functions depending on what the main setting is. So here the damp knob seems to introduce some noise, some chaos. Another thing too is like the envelope is affected. So when the damp is all the way up, all of the whole spectrum is like at a constant rate of attack, constant rate of onset. But when the damp is down, there's like this ramping of the harmonics, where I feel like the lower ones are present immediately, and then the middle and the higher ones come in a little more gradually. Although maybe it's just a overall attack onset. Maybe it's not actually spectral there. Okay, and on this one, the tone knob, you can adjust over time. Okay, anyway, it's about time to let Lumi on. I actually need to grab my headphones and set that up. So I'll be right back. Yeah, it'll just take me a second. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. So I think we turn this little timer thing off now. Yeah, Lumi Pakkanen is coming in. I don't know if y'all can hear my dog. Sorry about that. She's trying to eat. Lumi Pakkanen is coming back in. And she's gonna show us some. Can y'all hear my dog? It sounds so loud to me. It sounds like insanely loud. We're gonna be talking about Xenpaper 2. So, all right, my dog should be done in just a second. Here, let me adjust this. I'll do that in a second. Let's see if Lumi's ready. Wow, 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 wow. Oops. What's up, Lumi? I don't hear you. Don't hear you.
Oh, dang.
Oh, I hear you kind of, but you're very quiet.
Very quiet. Do you hear me at all?
Yeah, but it's really quiet.
Really?
Here, I'm trying to turn you up some. Can you say something?
Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Does it work?
I can hear that. Is that loud enough, y'all? I can turn you up too on here.
I can turn it up here a bit too, so let's do 70.
Yeah, if you turn up a little bit more.
Yeah, okay, I'll turn it to 100 here and you'll adjust there. So now it's at maximum on my end. Are we alright? It's clipping a bit.
Yeah, turn it down. It's too loud. Please.
Yeah, all right. Let's see, 88. Now it's still clipping. Here, maybe
You probably go down
80.
a little bit.
All
A
right.
little more.
So, yeah, sorry about this, guys.
That should be good.
All right.
Cool. All right. How you doing, Lumi? Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. I'm doing good. Like, ideally, I would have had Xenpaper out of the beta cycle at this point, but it is what it is. Like, I try stuff, and then I want to do more, and it just balloons out of proportion.
I see.
Software development.
That's just the normal way that goes, I guess.
Yeah, it is. So, do we just jump into it?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, sure. You're gonna screen share and
Yeah.
show us some stuff. So for those of you who don't know, Xenpaper is been around for a while, but Lumi has taken it upon herself to improve it, because I think the original developer kind of abandoned it, basically.
Yeah. Damien made Xenpaper, then he was like doing a sequel and some other stuff, but like I've been trying to reach him on Discord and no response. So I don't know what's going on in there.
But he basically put up the code and said, "Hey, if anybody wants this."
Yeah,
You're
that's
welcome
why
to
I'm like releasing it under the Xenpaper label, because it seems that the project is abandoned, so the name should be free. But Damien, feel free to correct me. I will just invent some other name for this thing.
Yeah. No, yeah, that seems to be the what's going on. So cool. So here's Xenpaper 2. So what is different about Xenpaper 2? Have you added any features, taken away any features?
I haven't taken out anything like crucial. There are some obscure features that are not documented that I have not re-implemented, and some of the like oscillators, like it used to have like this FM saw and FM square that were doing some really strange things. So I just didn't want to like bother with them. But other than that, it should be like fully backwards compatible.
I see. So you can actually just copy and paste your Xenpaper 1 stuff into Xenpaper 2.
Yeah. And you should also be able to just take the like stuff after the slash and just copy and paste it in the URL.
Oh, I see. So every Xenpaper page
here
has a unique URL.
Yeah. So that part after the hash, and it should work. I haven't tested everything, but like it's still in beta. Please test it and see if it works.
Yeah. I haven't used it too much myself, but occasionally I do. It's cool to test, like to compare like the same chord in several different tunings, or to do stuff like that.
Yeah, and the new stuff is like supposed to facilitate that. It has automatic tempering and stuff, and like not staff notation yet, but it uses the same logic as staff notation.
I see. Well, cool. So what are some things we should look forward to out of Xenpaper 2 that we didn't have before?
All right. So let's assume that the audience knows Xenpaper 1, so I won't go through like how it works. There are like tons of stuff here, and we'll just address it as it comes in these demos. So one of the new like big things is that we have multiple tabs. So if we play this demo here, I hope you can hear it. Does it come through all right?
Yeah, you know what? Your computer audio is a lot louder than your microphone.
Ooh, sorry about that. Let's see if I can adjust.
You could either turn down the computer audio, or if you want to turn up your voice again, maybe we can get that.
Yeah, let's see. I'll turn up this bit. Turn up my voice. Say 70. 7. All right. Try again. Like how this sounds. Okay.
That's better.
All right. All right. So the new thing is that we have these tabs here.
Oh,
So-
yeah. What is that?
Yeah. So and we have like hotkeys. So if I press Control and click, then I can solo something. So we just have this kind of bass line going on here,
Oh, cool.
and then some chords, I guess.
Oh,
finally.
wow.
Finally, a main melody here.
Yeah, that's really cool. So that's how we can get some more polyphony.
Yeah, yeah, and like different oscillators going at the same time and everything. So
Is there more to it than just the tabs? Because it sounds like you have full chords coming out of just one tab too, right? Well, I
Yeah,
guess that
yeah,
was
yeah.
always the case. But can you do?
yeah, that was always the yeah.
But can you control like the length of the notes in a single tab? Where like
Well, there's the new drone stuff.
okay. Okay.
So I can like so I can define a long note and
Yeah.
then change it and then turn it off. But like it's text notation, so there's
Yeah.
no easy way to like control the duration of parallel stuff.
Yeah, but that's cool though. So that just says this note stays on until I turn it off.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could
That
actually,
was a
if you really wanted to, you could do a ton. I mean, can you layer drones? Oh, it looks like you can. You have two. Yeah. So
yeah. So let's like try something.
yeah,
Let's do like a 157 drone here.
yeah.
Some random stuff. Like this. I don't remember if you can change the oscillator. I guess we can do that live. Try with the sawtooth for the chord and try where the notes.
Oh, neat.
Did it work?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Yeah.
So you can have all kinds of weird chords for the drone and whatever you have for the melody that goes
Could
on
you
top of the drone.
could you add another drone on top of the drone?
No, then you would have to like change stuff. So let's
Oh,
see
I
that
see.
we only have the bring it up just a bit. So we only have at the 2 and a 5, and then we add at the 7 later. This let's go back to the tonic. So you
Interesting.
you like just change the drone and it makes new notes. There's no way to glide drones, but there is a way to do glissandi these days.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that's cool though. So yeah, so you can do a lot more sophisticated polyphony. And I guess with
Yeah.
the tabs and stuff, they're concurrent, so you could do some really sophisticated stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the like big demo at this point?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it takes like a minute. So
Yeah. So there's a
we
big
have,
demo. Ooh.
yeah, I'll walk us through like some of the features that we have here quickly.
Sure.
For percussion, we have noise oscillators, and then of course some percussion envelopes. We have dynamics these days, and of course we have repeats, which is nice, so you don't have to like actually repeat this verbatim. And then we have these kind of grooves. So we have some kicks and hi-hats, a bass line, like with like actual staff notation. Almost. You just can't see the staff, unfortunately.
Interesting.
And some lead, and we have this like go to codow and repeat. And so let's see
Hey,
how it
I'm
goes.
curious if you don't mind. What's
Yep,
the
sure.
difference between the lowercase and the uppercase? Like
Yeah.
the little d
all right.
and the big D.
So let's do a quick demo of the notation. So by default, our notation in Xenpaper 2 starts from like root A. So this guy is the same as this one always.
Okay.
And the uppercase, like without the grave, it goes an octave up, and lowercase it goes an octave up, and then you have the like apostrophe, and then it goes one again.
So it's just a higher A.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
All right. So let's hear this one.
Nice.
All right. Thank you.
Very cool. That's gonna be a legendary demo.
Yeah.
Very
And,
nice.
You can freely remix it. I don't care.
Oh, it's perfect as is. I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah. Thanks.
So I noticed like on the hi-hat, there's like different notation for that. Like it's got the exclamation points and the periods and stuff. Is that
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
so-
intensity of the hit or whatever?
No, it's like here with the kick and snare.
Uh-huh.
I'll do a noise demo quickly. So we have some white noise, and we have like a low note, high note, a real high note, and make them a bit longer. So it's just one constant interpolated noise.
The noise is pitched.
Yeah,
Can you assign a pitch to the noise?
yeah. It's like it uses the same scale.
Oh, I see. The 0 is the A. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I want like a fifth on top of that, let's see, and play from that line. So now it's root and a fifth. So the exclamation note is like the highest note possible.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and that's like important with noise
Yeah.
because it works the best when you're like working on it at the sampling rate.
Yeah.
So that's why this one exists, so that you can have like clean hi-hats.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
And there's like different kinds of noise that have different properties. Like this is violet.
A violet. I didn't even know there was a violet noise.
Yeah. I guess we can demonstrate everything on this tab. So violet sounds like this. So it's lacking the lower frequencies.
Oh, okay.
And then like blue has a bit more of those. And of course pink has a ton more in the bass. And then there's, I think, brown too. But that's like way too boomy, so I won't even demonstrate it. But it exists. Hello? Are we still on?
Yeah, sorry. All right. Yeah, that's cool. So to create the hi-hats, you just use the noise generator. And what do you do for the kick and the snare? Do you just do different color noise?
Yes, and no, I use white colored noise, but different like octaves. So we have a root above and a fifth below, I think, something like this.
Yeah.
And later on we have a groovy kick and snare.
Interesting. Okay, so it's all just the noise generator.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Is the noise something you introduced, or was that already in Xenpaper?
Yeah, that's a new thing. Like I want some kind of percussion and noise is easy to implement. I might add like dedicated kick drums and snares and whatever in the future, but at least now we can do some kind of percussion.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Cool. So, I mean that's already a lot. So with the tabs and everything, you can have like multiple things happening at once. So you can really do polyphonic writing in Xenpaper. It elevates it from, something you can maybe just scope out some chords, maybe sketch out some little ideas. Now you could do like a full featured song. I mean, it's not going to compete with your DAW necessarily, but it's got its own charm. And if you like the text-based layout, the other thing that's nice too is you can just send a Xenpaper link to whoever you want, and they can open it up and they can modify it. They can analyze it. It's really straightforward in that way, and all the tuning information and all that is just right there.
The URLs get huge, so like not every instant messenger is going to support all of this. So then you just have to export the score and share the file, but it should work.
So now there's a file type too that it'll import.
Yeah.
Is that new?
That's new. Now you can export scores as a file and import scores as a file. That's how I got this one on this computer.
Oh.
I didn't write it on this laptop. And a new thing we also have is that you can render it out. So if you want a...
oh, wow, you can render the audio.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It takes a while, but it works. At least last time I tried, it did work.
It's slow, really? That's funny.
I did optimize it, but like last time I exported this one, it took like 3 minutes to export.
It's funny because it's not even 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
It's
nice to have that ability, because then you can take your Xenpaper noodle and throw it in your DAW. Throw the audio in your DAW.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And can you export the individual tabs, or would you have to like close out all the other
No,
tabs?
if you want to export individual tabs, just select everything and copy manually.
Yeah. That makes
Nothing
sense.
special for that.
Yeah, so it's easy to do. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So the notation you added too, right? Like the letter
Yeah.
names.
Yeah. So we can try with the bass.
Uh-huh.
So we are in 22 EDO.
Yeah.
So the fifths are, don't remember what the
13
number.
Edo steps. Yeah.
So yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It's 13.
So from C to G is 13 steps. From G to D is another 13 steps, and so it goes around the 22 cycle.
Yeah.
And we can actually change it here. Just keep this notation, and let's go back to like 12 EDO.
Yeah.
Or try something more spicy.
Uh-huh. That's very cool.
Yeah. So now we can like hear the whole song in 13. And it's probably going to sound terrible, but let's see. Oh, sorry. Turn off the... Yeah, so that's crazy. But like you can change one number and the whole song changes.
Yeah, that is really nice. Hey, I'm curious about something. With the ups and downs, if you change it to 12 EDO, does it ignore the ups and downs, or does it still do EDO steps? Is it just
It does EDO steps, so that's the
C sharp
thing about
then?
the ups.
12, yeah.
That like in 12 EDO, one up would be like
Sharp.
a syntonic comma.
Okay.
So let's see. We can actually define what we mean by up. We can say that it is the tempered syntonic comma, and this shouldn't change anything, I think. So let's hear. And now with 12, the ups should do nothing because this tempers to unison.
Oh,
If
so
we don't do that, then it sounds a bit strange. Yeah.
so you can put if you define the up as the 81/80, then the 12 EDO ignores the up.
Yeah.
But if you don't
Because
do
of this-
that, it just moves it up an EDO step.
Yeah. And you can mix EDO steps with like a ratio. So if I don't temper it, then it sounds like this. So now, strictly speaking, I think we are in Compton temperament with a very specific, like pure fifth. Pure prime 5 Compton temperament with this one.
So that changes the tuning when you define the up differently?
No, like now we're getting into the very weeds of regular tuning temperament. Like 12 EDO.
Yeah.
If you look at this as like I'll comment here. So in the subgroup 2.3, this is the Compton temperament. And when we add like a pure 5 here, using this one, it becomes, it might be some extension of Compton, but like it's a deep technicality. But technically this temperament is a known one.
Does it change the sound though? Or does it sound the same?
Yeah, like the fifths are tempered, but the like prime 5 isn't.
So even though that says 12 EDO up there, because
the
you
ups-
added the
ups and downs are not.
the ups and downs are now like pure 5 limit. alterations
Mm-hmm.
of 12 EDO intervals. Okay.
Well, they are adjusting them by this pure ratio, so it's a weird tuning of Compton, I think.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So everything is in 12 except the ups are
Yep.
12
Yep.
plus 81 over 80 or whatever. Or down or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you can find lifts too. So like if we want to have like 11 or 10 lifts here for some reason, we can.
I see. Okay. So do they default to certain values? Like does the up default to Ito steps or
The default is like it's actually kind of a joke. Where do we have this? So like when you do it when you use an EDO, it defines the ups and downs as one EDO step and lifts and drops as 5 EDO steps, and then you can recover them with this kind of special instruction. But by default, they are I think it's a square root of 50 over 49, which is a weird temperament, and it's using this kind of like half octave stuff. It's kind of a joke that these exist, but it's possible to extend Pythagorean just intonation into fractional territory, and the ups and downs are rhythmic basically.
so it's like a tritone. It's like exactly halfway between a 3 over 2. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's
interesting.
So it's the like exact semi-octave, and then you adjust it by some irrational, and then it just blocks into a 7 over 5. That's how they work by default, and they are quite small adjustments.
Oh,
and
okay.
not to be taken seriously. So you
I
should
see.
always like define your own ups. Like if you want to like have septimal ups, then
So if
just
you want
define it
to
like this.
use them in like a JI context or something,
Yeah.
or you can do that even if you're working in an Ito, but if you don't define them, it's just Ito steps.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Is there any other like, are there any other notational quirks? Like, is sharp? Does it always follow like ups and downs notation, and just like the normal mean tone sharps and flats?
Yeah,
The-
so the
chain of
like
fifths or whatever.
a core part of this is that it's a functional just system. So let's see, where do we have this? Yeah. So here we have like the root, and then 6 over 5 is the minor third, where the 5 is at the like denominator, so it's down 5 in functional just system.
Interesting.
And the D is a like 3 limit fourth, E is a 3 limit fourth, and again the 5 is on the denominator here, so it goes down, even though it goes up in pitch.
So
Like in actuality.
if you did A and C, it would be the 3 limit C.
Yeah. So
Okay, got it. Maybe the Pythagorean. So if you
Yeah, I think,
want the
is it 80 over 64 or something?
so if you want C sharp and you want it just, would that be C sharp down 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, up 5.
Up 5.
Like
So because the
if you
5
want
is on
one-
top, because the 5 4. So 5's the
So
numerator.
C sharp up 5 because it's in the numerator, so it's up in the functional just system.
I see. Okay. So those ups
And
and
if you-
downs are different from like Kite's ups and downs.
Yeah, so the kite's ups and downs go here before the nominal, and functional just ups and downs, or these like inflections, go after the nominal.
Yeah. Okay. So you have to spell them correctly for them to work correctly.
Yeah.
If you're in an Edo and you put the up and the or the down in the wrong spot, will it do the functional just thing instead?
Yeah, so this stuff is tempered. So let's go into some crazy temperament. Let's do. Sorry. Do like 15. Something that we can actually hear. So this one is pure, and like by default, everything is tempered. So it looks at the mapping, like where would 13 EDO map prime 5 in EDO steps, and then it like breaks it down and builds it back up. So I don't know how many EDO steps this is. But
Well, that would be the JI, right? Right there.
no, like if you look at the
Oh, it tempers it to the
yeah.
to the 5/4 in it should be 400 cents then. No, I'm sorry,
No,
we're in
it's
13
like-
EDO. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we do 12, maybe it's like easier to analyze.
Well, you were in 15 earlier. That's what I got confused. But yeah.
Yeah. 15 is pretty close for the 5 limit, so it's very hard to tell the difference. So here we have the 400 cents for the
Yeah.
tempered one, and then the 386 point whatever cents for the just intonation one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we can actually temper the ratios too, so now they're the same.
So if you put the tilde in front of the
Yeah.
ratio, it tempers it to the Edo. Okay. That's cool. And then if you were to put the up in front of the C, it would just be an up C sharp, so it'd be totally different sound. It'd be like a perfect fourth,
Yeah.
or actually it'd be higher than that. Yeah. No, okay, it's perfect fourth.
Exactly perfect for
It is,
the
okay.
video.
I see. But is that because you have the up 5 on there too?
No, like the up 5 does nothing in 12 EDO.
So
Like
the
some of
ups-
these things are tempered in
Yeah.
certain equal temperaments.
Oh, this is in 12. I keep thinking we're in 15 for some reason. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
sorry.
Got you. Okay.
My bad.
They have the same major third. Okay. Very nice. I had another question, but this is I just lost it. Anybody watching have any questions? Anybody want to ask Lumi anything about Xenpaper 2? It's nothing so far. I'll let you know. Well, yeah. What do you think? Oh, yeah. I wanted to ask about what about with like 23 Edo, like weirder tunings? Does the do the sharps and the flats flip? So that
Yeah, they do.
okay. So flat is sharper, and sharp is flatter. And can you change it to do it the other way?
Then we will have to go into MOS notation. So here we can hear that the sharp is like flatter in pitch than the actual flat, and that just comes out from the how the circle of fifths is built around.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to be consistent. It's not an absolute must, but it's strange when they flip the other way around.
Right.
These are just some fraction of 2s and 3s. That's what like the notation means.
Yeah.
So it has to stay consistent. But we can notate in like let's see. So that would be, so by default it's 5L2S. That's our like diatonic notation.
Yeah.
But we can flip it around, so it's only 2 large steps and 5 small ones. So now I think we are in 9 EDO, and then we have to change the nominals.
Oh, really?
And then
Where does that come from?
it's a new feature.
So so you made the new nominals and stuff too?
Yeah. I've added like the traditional diatonic notation and the diamond moss notation.
Diamond moss. Okay.
Yeah. So, what is it like? Just trying to figure out how much is it to get to 23. I'm going to guess that it's like hardness of 3/2. So now we should be in 23.
23 has
And
3 to 4 step ratio. And
yeah, it might. I'm bad at mental math, and
I just know that because I messed with
All right.
23. Yeah.
yeah. So here, now if we do like the names of the accidentals change too because it's diamond moss. So the J8 is always lower than JM compared to JM. Here. So these correspond to like, let's say this is Lydian or anti-Lydian. No, wait. Because it's the brightest one, then it's the anti-Locrian. So this would be the same as like a scale from B to a B, just with different nominals. But now, like the flat accidental is actually something that goes lower in pitch.
But these are brand new accidentals, right? Because I don't know
Yeah.
the at and the
Yeah.
ampersand. So it doesn't really flip sharp and flat. It just gives you an alternative notation.
Yeah, it gives an alternative, but the logic is always the same.
I see.
So the M is always the large step minus the small step. So here it's 5 EDO steps minus 3 EDO steps. So an M is 2 steps of 26. Yeah. And then the at is always like the negative of that. Sorry, this one.
Yeah. So this would be 25 EDO.
Should be 23, right? Or 26?
No, it would have to be like 4-3 to be 23.
Maybe now.
Yeah. It don't matter. I mean, they both have anti-diatonic. 25 is anti-diatonic too, so it's all good. Cool. All right, yeah, I was just curious about that. Cause yeah, I don't,
yeah.
So the diamond, yeah, I don't know anything about diamond moss, but I'm not gonna ask you to go on that whole tangent.
There's a whole
it's a whole
tab
thing,
here
I'm sure,
about
yeah.
diamond moss.
Oh, really? Okay. So there's explainer stuff all on Xenpaper.
Yeah, and all of these you can just like click on and then it plays.
Okay, I see. Oh, very cool. Oh, you can define new equibs. Is that new?
Yeah. You could always like define like what the prime and grave mean in Xenpaper.
Okay.
But here like it's more formal.
Ooh.
So you put it in the angle brackets in this kind of scale definition.
Weird.
So
That's neat.
yeah. So J and
Oh, so you
I'll
can.
change
That's
it
the UDP notation or whatever.
yeah, that selects the mode.
Yeah.
So 5,
5 generators
so
up and 3 down, right?
yeah. Or if you want to think of it from the root, there are like 5 wide intervals and 3 narrow ones compared to
5 wide and
like
3 narrow.
yeah. Another way to think about what UDP notation means.
I see. That's interesting. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so
Cool. Yeah, is there anything in particular you'd really like to share on this? I'm not getting any questions, unfortunately.
yeah,
From the
I
chat.
don't know. Like
so-
we have the tabs, we have the repeats that we saw in the demo. We have maybe I'll demonstrate some of the like new oscillators
Oh yeah,
that we have.
some aperiodic. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so we already had these things in Scale Workshop, so I've just like ported the stuff to Xenpaper 2.
Nice.
So there are like different gamelan inspired instruments here.
Is there a way to like import like a Scala file or something from Scale Workshop into Xenpaper?
No, you'll just have to like add in the 0 cents and just copy everything out.
I see.
Let's see if I can do like Scale Workshop. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right. So let's say that we have some preset scale here. Try this one. So then you'll just have to go here and convert everything to cents. And apparently it keeps the damn colors. Clear those out. Oh, it does that. All right, that's a bug.
Huh.
It really shouldn't be doing that.
Interesting.
All right. So then you'll just have to like this is a horrible workflow, I know, but it's all we got.
I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with it, but I'll probably mess around in Xenpaper
And then
here
you'll
and
have
again.
to add the cents here.
Uh,
Then it works.
Yeah, just curious. Yeah. Oh, but you can just put in the tuning like that. I didn't know that. That's cool.
And of course you have to add 0 cents because Xenpaper is
Oh,
a
really?
weird system. Yeah, it's not Scala compatible. It's a whole different system.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I will improve the situation in Xenpaper 3 a lot. Like, I don't like that you have to do it like this. I'm going to change it, and I don't like that the holes are spelled like the same as minus signs. So I'll probably change them to like double lines, equal signs.
That would make sense. What would you do with the dashes instead?
Like these holes. Yeah, I would just change them to like equal signs.
Oh, you just change them.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably the same logic. I don't hate how holes work in Xenpaper, so I'll probably keep that. But I'll change the syntax because sometimes I really would like to like delete a negative, like a current scale step. So you can't do -1, -2. These are like holes in Xenpaper.
Oh, you want to be able to put in negative values. That makes sense.
Yeah, and I want to do interval arithmetic. So in Scale Workshop, you can do like a C plus major third, but we don't have major third, and we don't have any operators in Xenpaper. And I'm not going to add them in Xenpaper 2. It's the whole system of how it handles pitch is a bit too naive for that.
But ideally you could, but I see. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. But you are gonna add like negative step sizes, or
Yeah, I'm gonna like then you can do like negative 3 steps of whatever EDO you want.
yeah, that would be
And,
nice. Yeah.
And then you can, like, if you want to mix EDOs, you can just subtract them from each other,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and stuff like this. We already have this in Scale Workshop, so I'm just going to like rework how that works and clean up some of the like unfortunate stuff. Like in Scale Workshop, we used to have that you could like mix and match cents. So something like this would work, like pure fifth plus some amount of the cents. But in Scale Workshop, you have to add these kind of random tildes here just to like decide what you actually mean. So I might rework that into some kind of sensible format.
I see. So, do you have, other than some of the like notation and stuff, are there any other ideas you have for Xenpaper 2? What is it called? Alpha? Like when it's official?
Well, it might just gonna drop the thing. So then it's Xenpaper version 2 without beta.
Without
at
the
the end.
beta, just the real thing.
Just the real thing. I'm gonna add like tremolo and vibrato and I guess crescendos and like all of this kind of musical stuff that you would like to eventually notate on the staff, even though I'm not doing staff notation here.
Yeah.
Like have it ready and have it working so that you can make music that you could eventually put on the staff.
That's cool. So did you add in the dynamics and stuff, or was that already part of it?
No, that's a new thing.
Ah,
So-
that's cool. So now you can change the dynamics. Oh,
Yeah, so you have the standard mezzo forte and forte fortissimo, and have
yeah. Fortissimo.
yeah, you don't have 3FS. That's a syntax error.
Ah, that's cool. Can you do like accents? I guess you could do it with the dynamics.
I do want to add, like, I think you're probably asking about articulation.
Yeah.
So, like, let's do a finer thing. So you might want to have like regular notes and then like staccato notes.
Yeah.
So now you have to spell them out like really verbose.
Uh-huh.
But ideally, if you have a long string of staccato notes, you just use the default division and then it just does the thing.
Okay, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
And then other kinds of like articulation related things.
Yeah, like legato and
Yeah.
I don't
We
know. what
already
else
kind
there
of
is.
got legato instead of in terms of the like glides. Where do I have it?
Oh, right.
Glissando.
Glissando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we can have like. So we're playing from the same chord to the same chord. So then it's legato, and then it changes to something else, and then holds that one and changes to something. So legato is kind of already implemented.
How much can you control the that glissando, like the length of the
You have
glissando?
some easing modes. So see,
Ease in and ease out.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so here it starts slowly and then ends softly. And here it only starts slowly and here it only like ends out softly.
I see it says grace notes there. Is that new as well?
Yeah, that's new also.
Oh,
And the reason being that like if you subtract like 1/16th note out of a long note, you're going to have to spell it like so verbosely.
right.
It's just easier to like do it beforehand. So you use the question mark to steal time from this one.
Interesting. That's cool. And then inverted chords.
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
fun. Yeah, it is.
Is that new as well? How does that work?
Yeah, that is new. So you put the slash in front of it, and it should be like it takes priority. So this is not a lift.
Oh yes, same as the lifts. I see.
Yeah, we only have so many like symbols on the keyboard in ASCII, so some of them are going to class like this, but the grammar just decides that this is now an inverted chord.
Okay, so that puts the 6 on top of all of those. So
Yeah.
6,
so
5,
so
6,
what it does is that if we have our major chord here,
Yeah.
and then we put the slash in front of it, then it put like wait. Sorry. Then it does this. So it's 1/4 against 1/5 against 1/6.
Huh.
And then you like work it out, and eventually it becomes like, was it 25? It's something like this.
Oh yeah. Right.
But that's what it means, that they take reciprocals and sound them against each other.
I see.
And it's the same operation as inversion, or retroversion as we call on the Discord.
So it's the same. Is it?
Like
It's not like the sub. Is that like the subharmonic version of the chord?
Yeah, it's the subharmonic version, and because like when you're talking about chords, inversions means a different thing than scale inversion. So this is scale inversion of the chord.
Scale inversion. Isn't that just like different modes?
Converting harmonics to subharmonics. When you spell the scale backwards, then it inverts it.
You mean like?
Let's like do here. So when we have these kind of cents and we have the differences.
It's not like a rotation.
No, it's the negative harmony thing.
The negative harmony. That's what I was thinking. So then it's the subharmonic version of the chord.
Yeah.
So when you say inversion, I think of a rotation.
Yeah. That's why like this is. That's why we call it retroversion, just to differentiate that it's exactly this thing.
So that is a subharmonic chord.
Yeah.
So that's the same as like the minor chord.
Yeah.
So is there a way to get the just to get an inversion? Like can you get like a 5, 6, 8?
then you have to spell it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want the 5 in at the bottom, then you just have to do that.
Man, sometimes the microtonal, sometimes the microtonal jargon is weird because the same thing means something different in like just normal music theory.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but we are like extending in so many directions at the same time.
Yeah.
So some of the names and jargon is going to clash, unfortunately.
That's yeah, I find that odd, but okay. I mean, I get it. All right. Cool. Yeah, it's a negative harmony. Nice. Yeah. What? So, yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to show off about Xenpaper 2? So we have dynamics, we have grace notes, we have articulations.
This enumerated chord expansion is pretty cool. So now you can define where your enumerations start from.
So these are major chords on where the 4/3 is, and then one on where the 3/2 is. That's very handy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can like keep on stacking these things. So like, let's say we want. No, that's a bit insane, but let's try this one. So starting from this note, you stack yet another enumeration here, or maybe you invert it or whatever.
Oh, so that's 7 to 9 starting on the 6.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9 starting on the 6. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So you can build really, really crazy chords stacking on top of everything.
That's actually really handy. Like, there's stuff you could do in this with, like, JI so easily that, like, notating it would be, like, impossible.
Yeah.
Like on staff paper. Or I can't imagine how you would do that in MIDI or... Yeah, it'd be nuts. Can you take, like, that chord and convert it to a Scala file?
No, there's no conversion, and like Scale Workshop has a different syntax. So maybe sometimes in the future. But
yeah, it'd be cool if you could
something.
It'd be cool if you could take these crazy
here.
chords from Xenpaper and put it in Scale Workshop, and then you could put it in Reaper or whatever.
So now we have something crazy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can see that there's like some insane like 1027.
Oh, so you can get the values right here then. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So at least you know what you made, and you can like rebuild the Scala file from here.
Yeah, this would actually be a great way, I think, to implement this if you ever can and want to. Like, on the same page, there's just like an export.
Yeah, maybe I could like add an export button here, export the Scala file. That wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, that would be sick. But yeah, this is really cool.
Thanks. Like, I just keep adding more stuff, because like when I'm trying to like make some music in this, I want that thing and that stuff. That's why it has those grace notes and grooves and MOS notation.
Yeah.
I want to make music in those systems.
Can you hook this up to a MIDI controller?
Not yet, but I guess it could work the same as Scale Workshop.
Because like if you defined a scale, maybe it would like, I don't know, your 0 would be middle C or whatever, and then the rest of the...
Yeah, like in Scale Workshop, we have like different different systems for this. How did we? Yeah, there's like MPE stuff or whatever. I'm not like super familiar how the MIDI out works, but I can't just read the code. That could make sense to add MIDI output and maybe even MIDI input here, so you can like type out on your
Yeah.
controller.
I don't know. I think if it was like more integrated with Scale Workshop, maybe you wouldn't need to put like MIDI control directly on Xenpaper, because you could just move everything to Scale Workshop, have them like work with them in tandem or whatever.
That's like my idea for, I don't know if it's Xenpaper 3 or the application after that, is that I just merge Scale Workshop with this
Right.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. I could see that.
So you make
yeah.
make your scales, and then you can like make music in them. Maybe have a piano roll view here or something.
Yeah, because once these are
Okay.
fleshed out, it's almost like you're approaching like an ecosystem.
Yeah.
Do you, and speaking of, do you have do you have any other plans like along those lines? Is there are there other programs or applications that you want to work on that are related to microtonal music but different from these?
One thing that I've heard from the community is that like Scale Workshop and Xenpaper and these things, they are like very theoretical and very technical and not very fun to use and fun to experiment in. So some kind of like easy to approach, like an easy approach to Zen would be fun to make that kind of application.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing that comes to mind to me right away is like like Infinitone. I don't know if you've seen that, but they have like the presets in there that sound really good. And it's like a nice sounding synth. And it's just like easy to noodle around on. I don't know that anyone's really been using it for that purpose though. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah,
Like, do you have any ideas for what that could look like?
Like what I want to do is to take this kind of MOS scales and put these notes on the white keys and like all of the accidentals on the black keys, and then you can just play on your QWERTY keyboard or maybe like isomorphic MIDI controllers and stuff, and then have sliders for the hardness and whatever, so that it's like easy to do live and you can just tweak stuff and experiment with everything without having to worry about like the exact nature of the EDO you're playing in or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like Pitch Grid kind of has some of that functionality.
Yeah, and Scale Workshop, like it has it, but it's hidden here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so let's see. Where did I even put it? It's moment of symmetry, and then like when you select, say this one, and if you expand the scale and include the full equal temperament, let's like increase the scale step size, something like this. So now it automatically calculates the colors, and then the synth has stuff like piano style, and then now it should work.
Ooh.
Yeah. So now we have like white keys and two different accidentals. So I would like an application that does this automatically without having to know all of these strange places to go.
I see. Yeah. That's cool. A lot of people that come to my stream tell me that they messed with the Terpstra online keyboard.
Yeah, or Hexatone that Mark is working on.
I've messed with Hexatone, but yeah, people told me that they mess with the Terpstra keyboard a lot.
Yeah, that would be like nice to add even in Scale Workshop. Like
Oh,
we
like
now,
the layout.
yeah. Now we only have the square layout, but
Right.
like offsetting these so that it's
Yeah, there's something about the
would be nice.
hexagonal keys. It's a lot more intuitive
Yeah, it is. It is.
than the square grid. Yeah. Supposedly the hexatone stuff is going to be really nicely fleshed out down the line. Apparently Mark Sabat's adding a lot of stuff, working on a lot. But cool, yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Anything else you want to share? Any other projects you're working on, or plug any music, or
Yeah, I'm working on this, and like I want to make music in Xenpaper, like a chiptune album, but we'll see if I
yeah,
get
that'd be
there.
cool.
But these kind of like silly oscillators and like plain noise as percussion, it just has a nostalgic feeling for me. So I want to make
I can
music
see
that I like.
Yeah, very cool. So you are taking this seriously as like a tool for music creation.
Yeah, and in the next version for notation too, so you could just export this and give it to your performers and then start like
That would be nuts.
making music easier and
Yeah.
and just you can listen to it and notate it and just do all kinds of stuff that is now behind tons of plugins and tons of tweaking, and it never works. So everything in a unified whole would be so nice.
Yeah, do you think you'll be able to integrate it with like MuseScore or Dorco or any of those?
They do support music XML imports, so hopefully. And I haven't like checked what's the status of MuseScore's like format, but it might be like an official format at this point with the official grammar. So it should be doable that you just export like a real MuseScore file out of Xenpaper 3.
Yeah. I think with some like plugin, like, yeah, some like mods, some plugins, MuseScore is pretty flexible for microtones, but I don't know. I haven't actually used it.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I think it ZenKit or something like that
Yeah.
that works nicely with MuseScore.
Yeah. Because I think MuseScore is free, right? So
Yeah, it's
it'd be nice to,
free, and I hope it's open source too.
yeah, it'd be nice to have some integration with like a free, ideally open source notation software. Because then you really would have like just the full ecosystem.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool to think about that, like thinking about like all of these, and you know, there's somebody working on a microtonal DAW.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know what it's gonna be capable of. I saw like a very little demo on YouTube, and I know like different people kind of have their own projects, but they're more for themselves, but that are essentially like microtonal DAWs. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what comes out in the next few years, because I think there's going to be quite a bit of stuff, especially now with like vibe coding and all that. Like it gets easier to do more ambitious projects faster. So
yeah, we're definitely going to have like tons of different options in like year or two, as you said, and they like might not scale to full tracks and like professionally produced albums, but at least we know like we want it like this, and then we can start working on it once we know like what's the best approach to a Zen DAW.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So maybe like let's say 7 years down the line, we might have like professional quality.
Yeah.
Zendo.
I think
figured out.
I think a Zen harmonic spectral synthesizer would be so cool.
Yeah, and people have them for private use, but like making that publicly available and documenting everything, it's a ton of work.
Yeah. Well, cool, exciting stuff. All right. Well, unless you have something else you'd like to add, I think I'm gonna cut you loose. Anything else? Any last minute questions, statements? Anybody have any questions for Lumi? Davey says, if you like spectral effects, Audio Damage has a new plugin. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, anything else, Lumi?
Not at this point.
Cool.
Go try out Xenpaper and let me know what kind of features you want there. I'm going to add more stuff into Xenpaper 2 until it just can't take it anymore and blows up. And then I'm starting work on Xenpaper 3 and staff notation.
Very nice. That is exciting. Yeah, everybody check out Xenpaper 2 and go bug Lumi about new features and stuff and let her know what doesn't work and all that. All right, awesome. Well, hey, thanks for dropping in, and I'll talk to you next time. And yeah, hit me up when you come out with Xenpaper 3 or whatever. Or that
thanks for having me.
That album. That chiptune album. All
Yeah.
right. Cool. Later, Lumi. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Well, thanks again, Lumi Pakkanen, for dropping by. All right. Cool. Well, hey, thanks everybody for checking out the stream. That is going to be the conclusion for tonight. What day is it? No stream tomorrow. So I should be back day after tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow is, well, it's already tomorrow. It's 2 a.m. But tomorrow is my day off. My day to recover from interacting with humans. So I will not be streaming, but I should be back day after. And yeah, we'll probably be doing more synth exploration, maybe some Lumitone. I have been playing Lumitone, just not on stream. I've been practicing a bunch of scales and stuff. I've just been in that mode, so I figure the synth stuff is probably marginally more interesting than practicing scales and all that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys then. Have a good rest of your day, rest of your night. And hey, if you have any questions for Lumi, because I know a lot of people didn't watch this interview live, if you have any questions, leave a comment. I can forward any comments to Lumi, or maybe she'll actually check the video later to see if there are any left behind. But yeah, I'll definitely forward any questions or comments to Lumi that are left on this video. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.